Hey, kindergarten, is anybody missing Cat in the Hat? I know not all of you got a chance to take Cat in the Hat home. So I wanted to read a story about the rainforest and imagining that Cat in the Hat takes a visit to the rainforest. So we talked all about the Lorax, which was one of our characters that Dr. Seuss created, and he speaks for the trees. And so we know that Dr. Seuss really loves the environment and loves the rainforest. So this story is called If I Ran the Rainforest, and this is all about Cat in the Hat and his visit to the rainforest. This story is actually by Bonnie Worth. She is the author, and it's illustrated by Artinitz Ruiz, and it's all about the tropical rainforest. So this is a story that is adapted by Dr. Seuss character. I hope you enjoy it. I'm the Cat in the Hat, and it's time that we get to go to a place that is steamy and wet. It is a rainforest. The reason is clear. About 100 inches of rain fall each year. Down at the equator, I'll show it to you. Your mother won't mind very much if I do. And then there's a picture of where the rainforest is. South of the equator. To a tropical rainforest, off we will go. There are 3 other kinds I think you should know. The seasonal kind has months that are dry. A cloud rainforest sits 3,000 feet high. And you're going to make a rain stick to get it ready for the rain. A mangrove rainforest grows on the coast. Rain falls on the tropical rainforest the most. Dear Sally and Dick, these are our characters. For your information, the reason it's rainy, it's called transpiration. Transpiration. Plants lose water through pores in their leaves. Warm, wet air rises in the sky. Wet air cools and forms rain clouds, and then plants soak up the rain through their roots. So we've been talking all about plants, so now you're learning about the rainforest plants. A rainforest has 4 floors, you might say. We'll visit each one, so please step this way. My umbrella vader will give the best view to the utmost floor. It will take me to you. You imagine transporting in that? That would be amazing. Emergence is the word that we will use to call these trees that grow up 300 feet tall. They might be quite tall, but I'm here to report. Their roots don't go deep, but they still give support. Buttress roots grow above ground like a fan to keep trees from falling. That is nature's plan. Who makes these home here? Those who like heights best. So we're going to find out who lives up in this tall trees. Let's look. An eagle named Harpy here makes her big nest. You learned about the harpy eagle in Mrs. Wong's special video. This gaggle of parrots of color for hue are macaws of scarlet and yellow and blue. Look how beautiful they are. Now we will go down to floor 3 where lower treetops form the green canopy. It keeps rain and sun off the floors down below. It's also the place where the epiphytes grow. Look at all of those amazing plants. These plants have roots that hang here and there. They suck up the moisture right out of the air. They are special plants. There's the howler monkeys. That was in your video, and the toucans, the sloths. The canopy is the most crowded of spots. Here the monkeys and tree frogs and birds can eat lots of fruits, nuts, and bugs, and the nectar of flowers. It's noisy around here, and it's busy all hours. Can you imagine all of those animals making lots of sounds in the canopy? Some animals here I have just found live their whole lives without touching the ground. Here are the red-eyed tree frogs. The wet leaves are slippery, movement is tricky, and that's why their toes and their fingers are sticky. It's like glue. In the canopy, hark, the hummingbirds hum, over 200 kinds. That is quite a large sum. The hummingbirds sip on the nectar from blooms, from flower to flower. It flits and it zooms. The little bird helps the flowers to grow because pollen sticks to its body, and so when the pollen gets brushed from its feet and its head, it causes the pollen to scatter and spread. Here are the pitcher plants. This plant gives an insect a most deadly ride. It slips when it sips and it gets trapped inside. Whoa. A strangler fig tree. If this plant can't root, it will grow on another. The vines twine and squeeze and then finally smother. They smother the tree. The understory is the next stop, floor 2. I'm afraid not much sun can make its way through. These vines and ferns grow where it's dim and it's hot. Spider monkey lives here and the wild ocelot. Camouflage is the word to describe a design that makes things blend in and so hard to find. Find 6 hidden things and you'll win a prize. The sure way to win is to sharpen your eyes. Does anybody know what snake that is? Mrs. Wong talked about that. I bet that's an anaconda. Pretty cool. Last stop, the first floor. The doors open wide, and when we look out, it is quite dark outside. Is anyone home? At first you'll say not. There's mostly leaf litter, dead plants, and some rot. But jaguars are prowl. Snakes slink and they slither. Insects and spiders creep yon and hither. Now look even closer and you will find among the life there. Do you see them? Lots of insects. Look at all these animals. Whoa, what's that? Tarantula. Look, it's our own mankind. For thousands of years, they lived here unharmed. They've hunted, and some of them have even farmed. They know where to find the food for a meal. They know which plants are poison, and they know which plants heal. So there are people that live in the rainforest. You've seen all 4 floors. See if you can list them. These 4 floors make up a complete ecosystem. But something has happened within recent years, a thing that is going to drive me to tears. Millions of acres of land every year are cut down for reasons too long to list here. If I ran the rainforest, you know what I would do? I'd make a few changes. That's just what I do. I'd say, chop somewhere else, people. Leave us these trees. Don't cut them down. Please don't cut them down. That looks like a familiar scene from when we learned about the Lorax. We don't want that to happen to our rainforest. Save these trees, please. The rainforests are so important to our ecosystem. We need to keep them so beautiful. I hope you enjoyed that story and our missing cat in the hat, but that this story brought you back. Here he is. He's saying goodbye to you. Have a great day. Goodbye.